Why? Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I think the start of this video will be I exported the car as it was at the end of last episode, into BeamNG and took it around the test track just to see how it would do. It does really well, aside from the fact that it doesn't know how to turn. It's almost like they built the car without a steering wheel. So, and by they I mean me. So, that's something we have to fix. Also, looking at the demographic screen, so there's different countries, and some of them have different uses for the different vehicles. So, I actually found that if we switch to this, we go up to a 44 in sport budget. So, I'll probably leave it there to try and get 100 in one of these categories. But then I noticed something saddening. So, our engineering time has to be less than 36, and you're like, oh, 27, that's great. And then you look at the engine, and the engine engineering time is 385. So that doesn't count. So as much as I wanted to keep the engine and keep the vehicle, I'm ready to scrap it. So I called it the Grab It because it can't decide whether or not it wants to be a Golf or a Rabbit. Well, let's look at... Nope, that's still not the car. This is the car. Yeah, there we go. Can't decide whether it wants to be a Golf or a Rabbit. So, it's going to be neither, and we're probably just going to start over with a different vehicle. Alright, so I did just build a new engine. I'll give you guys a quick look at it. So it is a... Can I go back more? There. An i5 2-liter turbo. Exactly 2-liter. So, because there was very high engineering time on the last engine I built, I'm trying to find ways to minimize that and not completely compromise the engine. Right now what it means is compromised for me is the RPM, which is saddening. But I think it's going to have to do. Still does 263 horsepower, so I think we're going to call that good. Engineering time I can increase, actually, that's good. And I still have $1,000 in material costs. Right, is that how math works? Do I have $2,000 or $20,000? I don't even remember what my own restrictions are anymore. Let me look it up. I have $20,000 in material costs. So I don't know if that's across the entire engine or if it's across the entire car. If it's across the engine, I'm way good. If it's across the car, I think I should still be good because it won't be that much. And I did pick the 1985 coupe. So now I'll start designing this, and I'll see you guys in a second. So I did use the 1985 body style and a lot of 1985 fixtures on the car, and I think it looks much newer than 1985, and I really like it. It does have pop-up headlights, which the last car was missing. It has, rally headlights, got the grille, got side skirts. I did the same-ish style I did on the back, and it has a rear wing this time. So hopefully, I'm going rear-wheel drive this time to save a lot of engineering time. Doesn't save any engineering time. Ignore what I just said. Going rear-wheel drive this time to encourage oversteer, which the last car did not have. So we'll see how that works out. What I chose viscous, right? Sure. Let's pretend I did. I still don't know if I have a limit on what I am and I'm not allowed to choose. So I guess we're gonna go medium compound just to be that way. Might want to adjust the brakes because I don't know. I didn't do much testing on the big track to see if the brakes were actually enough, but those brakes seem kind of small, so we'll see about that. Sure. Basic. I did variable hydraulic, right? Sure, it says it's sporty. And I didn't give it up ABS, but I did give it safety. think I went. I think that's what I did last time. I went for whatever was the sportiest, so that looks like what I did. Hey, we're much better on the numbers this time. That's actually probably the highest numbers I've seen. And I have something in my eye and it's really bothering me. Design stats. 143 miles an hour. That doesn't seem terrible. Here's the thing, I don't know. So, big engine, rear drive, good acceleration, yet still practical. So I guess we're going for pony, even though this is going to be an off-wheel drive vehicle. Off-wheel drive. Maybe. Actually, let's check some other stats first. Markets, switch it to the one that... Oh wow, that helps a lot in muscle. Okay. So material cost looks good. Engineering time is low. And material costs is half the budget. Sweet. Nope, drivetrain. Alright, so now, how do I increase this? If I go all-wheel drive, are they going to kill me for it? Alright, so it's not terrible. Oh, because the power distribution is all the way to the rear. That's why. So all I've done is add weight. Let's see. If I can get this back up to 77. Oh, 78. So maybe the all-wheel drive might help. Just because I can reduce the wheel spin. I would like... No, not front biased. Oh, but they like the front bias? That seems wrong to me. What if I make it front-wheel drive? They're not going to like that, right? Really? They liked that. That doesn't seem right to me. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to put it back on all-wheel drive. Bring this down. I want it. I'm going to say 60-40 is as far back as I'll go. No, that was bad. That's going the wrong way. Because this was 82.9. Yeah, this is going to be a stupid amount of just fine-tuning. 83. Basically, all I need is just for pony to get to 100. So that way this car actually qualifies. Because I think that it will have the pace once it gets out onto the track. If I throw sports compound on it. Does that really... Okay. Alright, so they like the medium tires. This is just so confusing as to what they do and don't want on this vehicle. They want 15s on it too, apparently. I don't understand. Alright, brakes. Like I thought they were gonna want more brakes. I would want more brakes if I were driving this. It's not particularly fast, but still I would like to be able to stop. Oh, that's gone down. Like we're just adding weight for no reason there. Alright, 85.1. So, we're spending 5,000 on the material costs. I'm hoping that's not for brakes, that's gotta be just for the chassis, right? So, do they want vented? Looked like they do. Yeah, they don't want that. Okay, they definitely don't like it when I take that much brake away from them. Oh, they want 2 piston in the front and back. Oh, what? Convertible sport budget. Not gonna entirely lie, but I don't think that what I have is a convertible. So, why a convertible sport budget is there? No idea. 86, 85. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Why would they want tiny brakes in the back? Okay, sure. tiny, tiny little brakes in the back. I don't understand why they wouldn't just want one piston normal size, but... Okay. They want more comfortable pads, which is going to hurt me while I'm trying to drive this around a rally course. Wait, did that go up or down? I wasn't paying attention. It went up, okay. So they still want softer pads. Okay, it doesn't look like it's changing that anymore. Oh, it did change it a little bit. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because I would like to still have some braking force when I go and put this around the track. Alright. Engineering time I can still see. Okay, good. So as long as that doesn't cross 36, then I think we should be fine. And then I could probably go back later and put more power in the engine if I still have the engineering time left. If that's how that works. How far to the rear do they, or to the front do they want this brake bias? That seems kind of excessive. Or wait, am I moving it to the rear? No, I'm moving it to the front. Yeah. Oh, it's going down now. Okay. So I passed the zone that they were happy with. Sure, let's go with that. Do they want quality in their brakes? I think so. Oh, 87.1. Oh, maybe they don't want quality. They just don't. They don't want brakes. They don't want to be able to stop. They like dying. Dying's a good thing, apparently. 86. Nope. All right. See, the off-road skid tray is something I would want for a rally car. I don't think that they want it. Alright. Oh, they do like the fully clad. That adds a bunch of engineering time. The weight I'm not as concerned about. The material costs we're still way fine on. But convertible sport budget. Taking away utility. Utility I don't care about. Let's see, how much of this front wing can I take out? So they don't really seem to care one way or the other. So I could throw a bunch of... Oh, okay, so they don't like that much of it. Do they get happier if I take some out? Okay, so they like a middle ground. Okay. I'd like to find the realm of front grip where they're happy and I'm happy. It's here somewhere. Okay, just doing a quick recap. So I think I've tuned everything in properly. I've got engineering time left to spare if I want. I've definitely got material costs left to spend on the engine if I want. Because if I go over to the vehicle, which you've seen, oh, everything looks happy. So I've got convertible sport budget, light sport. So I've got a couple things, sport, that meet the 100 plus criteria. That's not track or track premium, whatever. And my engineering time for the chassis is low. My material costs were somewhere. This one? Maybe? Yeah, material costs, $5,000. I don't know if that's the total thing. It should be, maybe. Yeah, so material costs is, I think that's well below budget. I believe, because then the total cost of the car is $12,000. So that'd be a very, very cheap toy to go out and buy. So I haven't done much tuning to the suspension. I've done a little bit softening the springs and dampers, because it is going to be rallying. Oh, and I raised the ride height a little bit. So I think it's time to take this vehicle and, oh geez, that's a lot of hints. I don't need those hints. I think it's time to take this thing and go load it into BeamNG.